Hello. I just, I would say I have so much to say. I honestly don't know just yet, but I know I do have some things to mention. Okay. I've been trying to figure things out. I think where I have been going wrong is my lack of commitment. So now I'm trying to really pay attention and really understand my relationship when it comes to commitment because as far as I've ever known, I've been cut off queen. I've been so quick to detach. I've always been so quick to walk away from something. I think it's just a matter of feeling not feeling committed, but it's a matter of being committed to something. I need to commit to something. I need to commit to something. And I think that's part of the reason why I cut my hair off. Like something about me cutting my hair off has to do with like the need for commitment. But I don't think I've ever just realized it, and it's kind of clicking and making sense a little bit more now because I was watching this video and they were talking about subscriptions and never really owning things. And hello, that's me. Like what the fuck? But yeah, they was talking about subscriptions, how subscriptions are so easy to back out of and you never really have to, worry about really paying because it's just a subscription. Like you could always back the fuck up out of that. And I'm all for not getting into things that I know I can't handle. But I don't even think it's a matter of me feeling like I can't handle it. It's probably just a matter of me going through the motions to like just see what if not even just see what it feels like, but to just understand the logistics behind it all. So yeah, I've never really just been committed to anything, and not even people. I've never, I've literally only thing I've ever, only thing I ever feel like I really just commit to is myself. But it's like in order to live in this world, you got to do a little bit more than that. Like it's not always about self. And that's something else that I'm really paying attention to now. Like I had a talk with one of my friends, and apparently he been seeing where the fuck I've been going wrong, but he was like he was expecting me to just get it. But he stopped me in my tracks during one of the conversations we was having. He was like, "Girl, actually, I can't let you go no further. Like you gotta chill and you gotta really pay attention to what the fuck is going on. You need to get the fuck out your head and start focusing on what the fuck is going on around you." So, needless to say, I wasn't receiving the information that he was saying at first. I genuinely wasn't because I was trying so hard to have a rebuttal for everything. But then after a while, I'm like, maybe you should just shut the fuck up. Maybe you should just shut the fuck up and listen to what he's actually saying. So I was listening, and he was basically just saying like you have like a really, really, really good relationship with yourself, but when it comes to everything else around you, like the physical things, the external, that's where things get a little bit jumbled at. That's where there's like a lack of understanding. And that's where you really struggle at. So I think that's where you need to focus on. It's not about trying to figure yourself out anymore. Like you know yourself. You know how to work with yourself, you know how to deal with yourself, but you don't know how to operate in these outside worlds. You don't know how to operate when it comes to all these other things. Like and you always talk about the goals that you have. You always, and he was like, I know you have the potential to do something and be something, but damn, like right now you're not going nowhere. And I wouldn't even say it was hard to hear that. But when somebody tell you about yourself, sometimes it just be like sometimes it just be like, oh girl, whatever. But no, I think I'm starting to realize that's like probably a part of something that I'm battling with is the sake of commitment. I've always felt like I never wanted to just do anything big or crazy because I don't want to have to go as hard for it. I don't want to have to do all of that. Like basically I want to be able to back out when I want to back out. And it's not saying that I can't, but you know, what's the point of life without a few commitments? You know, what the fuck is the point of life without commitments? And now I'm really trying to pay attention. I feel like I gotta really sit back and think about my whole connection with commitment. Like, what the fuck does it really mean to be committed? And I guess with my hair shit, we about to find out because that's something I can't undo. I can't just back out of that subscription. Well, it's not a subscription, but I can't just back out of that. Like, I went bald. Like I went bald. Now I gotta wait for the hair to grow back. Like, I have to not be so um quick and in a rush to get to a certain point. Like, I have to sit and smell the flowers. So maybe that's what the fuck 2026 is gonna be for me. Like, it's about commitment, learning how to deal with commitment, learning how to be okay with committing to things. You know, and something else I was telling my friend is, I feel like I'm so good with myself that I'm not even focused on like traumatic stuff anymore. Like, I don't operate from trauma. I don't react from trauma. I don't do none of that. Like, it's just a matter of me being able to notice and recognize triggers. And at this point, it's like all of that is on lock. That's not even something that I have to pay attention to anymore. It's not even something that I have to try and be sad about, or I don't feel those emotions that I once felt when it came to trauma. And so I was saying I feel like I don't really gotta go. That's what it feels like. It feels like I don't have to go as hard. But when it came to my other accomplishments and other endeavors or whatever, I went so hard because I was trying to get out of a certain predicament that I was in. But it was like, now that I'm not really going through anything, like, I just gotta find a purpose. Like, I have to find a reason. I have to find something that's going to push me, or make me committed, or not even just make me committed, but make me actually put in the work that I need to put in. And I have the willpower, I have the capacity. I definitely do. I just have to start. And I think I have the perfect. You know what? It is so crazy because when I think about it like that, now it's like it's easier for me to plan the next step, because at first I was saying, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to start. But it's like, it's not even about where to start. It's like I'm kind of becoming a lot more level headed with the decisions I'm taking towards the next step. At first, it was just like everything felt so overwhelming. Everything felt like I felt like I had so much, so many possibilities, so many things that I could do, so many interests, whatever, whatever. I just didn't know where to start. But it's not even about trying to pick and choose those things. It's just simply starting. And I feel like I did have a chance to start. My chance to start was sitting there in confusion. That was my start. So now it's like I'm at the next step now where everything is starting to, like, the thoughts and the ideas is starting to calm down a little bit. It's starting to not make sense, but it's literally starting to kind of align and I guess categorize itself in a different way, a different manner. So now, yes, I do have an idea of what I want to do, where I want to go, how I want to go about it. I just have to execute it. And I think that's what the fuck it's all about. And that's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That is so fucking crazy because I've always just felt like, oh my God, like like something's not right. I don't know what's not right, but something's not right. Something's not right. And I've always wanted somebody to just tell me, like, what the fuck do you see? What the fuck are you seeing that I'm not understanding? And I slick was like putting myself into like survival mode. Slick. I was like sliding into survival mode, but not survival mode in the sense of I gotta scrape this just to make it not surviving like that, but I'm in my head. I was starting to become miserable, low key. I was starting to become miserable, but it was like I was trying to make up excuses for everything that was going on. And then within that, I was kind of pushing myself deeper into convenience. And it's like, just because something is there don't mean you have to operate. Or just because something is there doesn't mean you have to always use it or just take that route just because that road is already paved. Like, is that really what you want to do? Is that really where you want to go? Is that really how you want to live? No. Do what you want to do. So I think another thing was I'm not too fond of really understanding the idea of baby steps. I feel like everything was kind of already paid for me up until this point. So, girl, we started from scratch. Like, this is what I keep saying though. Like, we started from scratch. So I'm starting to get the idea that everything doesn't just come to you like that. Like, sometimes it's a matter of doing things in the meantime until you get to that big goal. I didn't think that. I was not paying attention to that. I don't even think I've ever just been knowledgeable about the baby step parts of getting to the bigger goal. I just always see where I want to be, and I know the feeling, and I know, like, I have certain images in my head to let me know that I've reached the point that I need to be at. And I think, I mean, it's good that I can see the bigger picture, but I've never just seen the smaller picture. I never really knew the shit that came with the fucking baby steps. I didn't fucking know that shit, but I know now, and it's okay. And that's so crazy because I literally was telling myself, like, when you start getting what the fuck you want, what the fuck is going to be the next step? And I think that's all a part of the process, is being able to take your time. Like, how can I? It's just being able to move slowly and take your time so that, by the time you do get to the where you looking to go or where you're headed, you might even have new goals for after that. So it's not just a means of you getting there and then being like, damn, so now what? Stop fucking rushing. That's something. It's something I've been having to tell myself, like, this week actually. Stop rushing. Everything doesn't have to come like that. Everything don't have to be convenient either. Like, it's okay to work for some things. And it's so crazy because I live in a world full of convenience. And I've been living like that for so fucking long. But I'm more focused on being a lot more individual now. It's okay to, and I know it's okay to be individual because there were certain points in my life where I had to. And I think another thing that plays a part in it is when I would opt to do things by myself instead of, like, taking out, or not taking out, taking certain things from, like, my parents, even though they would piss me off and they would do the craziest shit, they still would, like, try and have certain things to offer me so that they could hold it over my head. So I would be like, girl, no, fuck that. Like, I'll find another way. And I used to be like, oh my God, I used to be so big on that. And I think, I don't know, I just calmed down a lot more. And I think, I keep saying I think, I'm sorry, but it probably put me in a space of feeling like I was just too stubborn. That's a lot. That's people stay used to, okay, thank you. People stay calling me stubborn growing up. And okay, thank you. Oh my God. Sorry, ignore that. Well, people stay calling me stubborn, but it's so crazy because thinking about it, like maybe a couple months ago, I was telling myself, was that ever me being stubborn, or was that me just choosing, or just knowing better and just choosing what I wanted to do, and knowing that if I went the route that they wanted me to go, they would have been holding that over my head. Is that a matter of me being stubborn, or am I just operating off of instincts? So, yeah, I think I gotta start being stubborn again, quote unquote. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my 2026 so far. It's not bad though. I'm not really struggling with nothing. I've actually been more like energetic. Well, I wouldn't say more energetic, but I've been more prone to like operating based off of routine, if that makes sense. So, not just laying in bed all day. Like, I get up, excuse me, I got a little morning routine going on, and then whatever happens after that just happens after that. Usually, when I'm up out the bed for a good minute, I start randomly finding shit to do. So, yeah, that's been my 2026 this whole past 8 days. Yeah, I think I cracked the code. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.